Hey friends, PCDiane here again with another product how-to. Christine Palgett sent me a message asking how to calibrate her Pampered Chef Pocket Thermometer. So I thought, hey, this is a great opportunity. Let me show you. Well, there's two Pampered Chef Pocket Thermometers that I still have here. The one that comes in the white case has been around a very long time. That's the one that lives in my kitchen. The Pampered Chef one with the red case is our newer and improved one, and it's in our current catalog. Now, one of the things I want to make sure you know about your thermometers is when and how you're reading them correctly. And that is, well, not so much reading them, but using them. Because they both have a little notch. Let's see if I can feel it. Right there. It has a little, I don't know if it's big enough for you to see on camera, but there's a little notch right there. And on this one, there is a little notch right there. It's almost halfway up. It's right there. And you can feel it. I don't know if you, if you can see it very well. But that little notch is where it needs to go accurately to get you the correct temperature of your food. So if you're sticking this in your chicken, like just to there, it's not going to be the right reading. Don't do it, okay? You want to go all the way into that notch, which means you might have to go sideways somehow to get that in. But that's the important thing to do, is to get it up to that little notch so that you're getting an accurate reading on your food temperature. And if you're wondering what your accurate readings are, you know, chicken should always be at 165. Make sure your gauge is not touching a bone or your pan. That's really going to screw you up. And your steaks, your pork chops, those should be at 145. Okay? Okay, back to calibrating. Now, there's two ways to calibrate. You can calibrate to cold or you can calibrate to heat. I'm going to calibrate to cold because I think it's a lot safer. So I've got my mug here with 50% water, 50% ice. For the calibration, you want to leave it in there for about 5 minutes. Now, when you're doing food, you're going to see it rise rapidly and stop, and then decrease rapidly and stop. When you do that, and which is going to be accurate for your food, but for the calibrating, leave it about 5 minutes just to make sure that it's set. Now, here's what's very different about these two versions. The one that we no longer sell, the retired version, it came in a white case, and that's how it stores easily. You'll see that the case has this little loop on the side, and that loop is where you can put your thermometer through so that you could put it into your meats or whatever it is that you're measuring the temperature of, and your hands won't be there to hold it and get hot or in the way. So both of these, the older and the new version, have that feature. Now, when calibrating the older version, it's a little more difficult because, well, let me show you how it works. What you're going to do is take a set of pliers and go over. Let me check it. Okay, you're going to go over the tool and pick it up. You want to leave it in the ice so that, because if you pull it out, it's obviously going to start changing. And for this one, you need like a 12-millimeter wrench. And you would just put that in. And if it wasn't reading accurately, you would then move that, oops, so that it does. That's my biggest problem, is getting the right size on my hands. And then just with a little bit, there we go. Need a little more there. And this one I dropped. So, you know, when you need to calibrate, you should check them every so often. You would definitely need to calibrate when it's dropped. Or, I don't know, it's up to you. If you use it a lot, every 6 to 8 months, I would say, give it a check and calibrate it. Especially if you use it a lot. Now, if you're cooking the same thing over and over, you get used to the smells or how long it takes in your particular pans. So, you may not need to use it often. I say for the barbecue, you definitely want to use it because that can make a big difference in how the barbecue is heating up. It's not as consistent as with your stovetop. So remember that. Now, so here we go. Of course, I've already taken it out and it's already rising. So it's not going to be at 32 anymore because my hot little hands are on it. But that's how you're going to, you just use your wrench on the calibration nut right there and go ahead and twist it to where it needs to be. Now, on the other one, on the current one that we sell, this one is a little fancier. This one is actually dishwasher safe. And this one has a flat base which means you can lay it on your counter and it won't roll off like my other one just did. Now, in calibrating this one, here's something really cool. Because this one has a notch. Let's see if you can see this. This one has a notch on the nut right there. And the loop here will fit into that notch. How do you see that? To help you calibrate it. Okay? So, you would still want to grab it with your pliers. Maybe you can hold it in your hands. I couldn't. And then use this in here to twist it if needed. This one's right on. I don't need to twist this one at all. But if for some reason this was difficult to get in there and grasp and twist, you can use a 9. It's a 9. Like, is that a 9 or a 6? It's a 9. You could use a 9mm wrench, and then that will get in there and twist it. So there you go. Twisting to cold, you want to go to 32 degrees freezing or 0 Celsius. And if you want to do it hot, you want it at 212 degrees boiling. I'm going to choose cold because it's a lot safer than having that boiling water there. But there you go. Christine, there's how you calibrate your Pampered Chef Pocket Thermometer. And hey friends, if you have questions about any Pampered Chef product, please ask. I'm happy to make you a video and show you your answers if sometimes texting it or emailing it's too difficult. Okay? Thanks for watching. Hope I helped.